Well, hello there, you guys. Just Kevin back here with a brand new video. Today we're going to be covering the sales of my first month of reselling sneakers online. For those who don't know me, my name is Kevin. I'm a college student on the road to financial freedom, all online. The first month of reselling, I've sold 28 pairs of shoes, having my first ever sale on July 7th, 2020. My first sale was one of the shoes that I actually owned and had worn. There were some LeBron 12 lows. I believe it's called the Raptors colorway. They were basically sitting in my closet for a couple of years. I never touched them again after 10th grade or 9th grade. And you know, I'm a sophomore in college, so yeah, they were sitting in there for a long time. And I sold them on eBay. I'm getting sales like every other day, and you know, reselling business is going pretty chill. So let's get into the specific shoes. These shoes are in order from my first sourcing trip to my latest sourcing trip, so they are not in order from their purchase date from someone buying them on eBay or Mercari. If you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to like it. Really helps out the channel for the YouTube algorithm, helps my video get seen and stuff, as well as commenting. And while you're at it, subscribe. I put out this type of content, and I'm gonna continue putting out this type of content on my reselling business, as well as some other business ventures I might get into, but it's mostly gonna be reselling, what's sold, sourcing videos, and as well as tutorials on how to list shoes and things like that. So if you're interested, subscribe and you will be able to see the videos I put out. So the first shoe that I'm gonna be talking about is the Adidas NMDs. I got these on my first sourcing trip. They were $45. I sold them on eBay for $65 and I only made $6 profit. So the next sneaker I sold was Nike Air Max 720 Saturns. I bought them at Marshalls for $50, sold them on Mercari for $80. And I should have probably sat on some of these and waited for them to sell, but I thought they weren't gonna be profitable. You know, I was impatient. They sold, but I could have made more profit on these. It's just something I learned. I'm not always gonna sell shoes fast. They're gonna take time to move if they're not a good shoe or if they're flooded. And when the shoe is flooded, that means a whole bunch of resellers find them in their, you know, their local Ross, you know, Marshalls, Burlington, and they basically lowball and they make minimum profits. So yeah, that's not good when that happens, but it happens. I probably should have sat on those two shoes longer. We'll see if there's any other shoes I could have sat on, but because of my first sourcing trip, I thought they weren't gonna sell, and I'm like, I didn't know what I was doing. But now that I'm thinking about it, I was just being impatient. So I sold those for $80. I made $5 profit. I probably would have made a little bit more. The shipping was a lot, but because I bought the shipping on Mercari, it was $17. I could have bought it on Pirate Ship for probably like $13. So yeah, but I know now that I can ship on other platforms. Well, mostly I'm only gonna use Pirate Ship for Mercari, but probably eBay as well, because the Pirate Ship has $100 insurance and the eBay shipping only has $50 insurance, so I should probably switch. But yeah, the shipping was $17. That's why I only made $6 profit, but you know, it was just minimum profit, really not worth it. I should have sat. But yeah, the next shoe is some Nike LeBron Soldiers. I think these were the 6 ones. They're red. You know, I only wore them twice. Listed them on eBay, sold them on eBay. It didn't cost me anything. I listed them for $53. I made $24.69. For the 2 LeBrons that I had sold, I didn't buy them. My parents bought them for me years ago, so yeah, they sold. The next one is also the LeBron that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the 12 lows, the Raptors colorway. Next are the Nike Free Run Flyknit 3.0s. I bought these for $30 at Ross. I had no idea they were gonna sell. I thought these were gonna sit, but I sold them for $64. I made $16.61 profit from them, and yeah, it was pretty good sale. Next we got the ACG Air Dushets sandal, all black. We bought those at the Nike outlet. We bought the sandals for $60. We sold them at $105. and we ended up getting okay $29 profit from them. Moving on to some Air Forces I also bought at the Nike outlet. They were all white Air Forces. I bought them for $72. I sold them to my sister for retail price plus tax, so I ended up making around $25 profit. And then moving on to some Air Max Pluses that I picked up at Nike for $100. They were not too good of a pickup. They looked real nice, but I only I picked them up for $100, no discounts or anything. I sold them on eBay for $134 or $135. I made a $14 profit from selling the shoes. Next, we got the Nike 4 Savage Elite 2s. These are football cleat. They were pretty good price. I got them for $20 at Ross. I sold them for $60 on Mercari. I probably should have listed these a little higher. They were gonna sit, but I think the retail on them is like $150 or something. But I sold them for $60 and I made $23 profit. So 102% ROI, return on investment on those. So pretty good purchase. Next, we got some Jordan 11 playoffs. I bought them at the Nike outlet for $120. These were great school shoes. I bought 2 pairs, 4.5 wides. I sold them on StockX in the store, so I made that money in the store. So I bought them for $120. I sold the first pair for $190 on StockX, and I sold the second pair for $178. So for the first pair, I made $46.25 profit, and then on the second pair, I made $35.75. So pretty quick money, and I ended up picking up 2 other pairs, and those haven't sold yet. So moving on, got some Nike SB Solar canvas shoes. I bought them at Marshall's for $25, sold them for $60. I think I took a best offer of like $58 or something. Made $15.78. And we got these Croc line tie-dye shoes. I bought them at Marshall's for $13, sold them for $40, and I took a best offer of $35, and I ended up making $11.70. Then we got some white Crocs here. Bought them for $17, sold them for $34 or $35, and I ended up making $4.60 profit. I think I sold them for $32 actually, because yeah, I sold the Crocs for like $32 or $33. I made up only $4 profit, which isn't that good. I'm not gonna take offers on Crocs. I'm gonna just let them sell. That's how I'm gonna maximize on my profit. They're gonna sit a little longer, but Crocs, people are gonna buy them either way. Then we got some Croc Real Treat collaboration or something. I bought them for $17 at Marshall's, sold them for $45 on Mercari, and I made $12.50 in profit. Then we got some Adidas Marquee Boosts. I bought these at Ross. They were discounted. They were $10. I sold them for $50. The next day I listed them. They were gone overnight. So pretty good purchase. I made $26.60 on that shoe. So like 200% ROI. Great find. Then we got 2 pairs of Crocs. They're navy Croc bands. I bought them for $17. I sold one for $35, and the other one sold for $39. So I made $6.95 on the one for $35, and I made $11.20 for the one that sold at the $39 listing. Next, we got some Nike Mercurial Vapor Pro 13s. Bought them at Burlington for $25. I sold them for $55 on Mercari, and I ended up making $16.38. Next, we got some Nike Air Force khakis that I picked up at Burlington for $50. Sold them for $90, and I made an okay profit of $20. Then we got some Nike women's Roshe Tour shoes. I bought these at Burlington for $20. I sold them on eBay for $40, and I took home a $9.13 profit from that. Then we got some Nike, I believe these were promo shoes. I bought them at Ross for $25 each. I think I sold them at around $70, and I ended up taking home a $24.23 profit on one, and a $22.23 profit on the other. So those shoes sold pretty quick. Couple days after listing them, one sold, and then the next day another one sold. So yeah. Then we got some Nike Tempo Lunar Cleats Pro, I believe, something like that. Bought them for $25, listed them for $65. I got what I was listing them for, and I ended up making $10.40 profit. Moving on to some Nike Roshe G Tour shoes, off-white colorway. I bought these at Ross for $25. Someone bought them on Mercari for $59. I ended up making $18.56 profit. Then we got some Under Armour MC football cleats. Got these at a discounted price of $3. Sold them for $35, the asking price, and I made $27.40 profit. Moving on to one of the best profitable items. Well, the best profitable item on this video was some Air Max 1 Nike golf shoes. I bought them for $25 at Ross. I sold them for $100 on eBay, and I didn't pay shipping included. So I ended up making $81.22. You know, I ended up accidentally found those shoes in the women's section, and yeah, you know, check everywhere. Check the kids section, check the women's section. Of course, everybody goes to the men's section, but you know, that was just a lesson for me that I gotta check everywhere, because people put the shoes somewhere, like they're like, I want these shoes, and then they end up going somewhere and they're like, never mind, I don't want them, and they just put them somewhere random. So yeah, check your stores everywhere, you guys. Check all the sections. You got some Nike Alpha Lacrosse green white cleats that I sold. I bought them for $3, sold them for $29, and I made a $15.29 profit on them. So in total, we sold 28 pairs of shoes this month, all adding up to $1,577.41. Now I want to break down the numbers for you guys. In total, I spent $981 on all those shoes, and I bought in $596.41 of profit. This is net profit, adding up to a nice total of $1577.41. This brings my profit margin for the shoes that I have already sold to 61%, which is great in my opinion for a beginner reseller. This is also the beginning. I have over 150 items listed on my eBay, Mercari, and I'm moving on to Poshmark. So we're only going up from here, you guys. Right now I'm taking a break from sourcing. I'm gonna let some shoes flow, and then in about a week or two I'm gonna continue. I've said that for the last 2 weeks, and the last 2 weeks I've gone out and sourced. But for real, I'm for real this time. I'm gonna chill, you know, make some content. And yeah, I also want to get into selling books on Amazon FBA, so I'm gonna get into that, you guys, and hopefully I can show you guys some videos on me, you know, doing that process and stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And you know, this is a pretty wild journey at the moment, but you know, I'm loving it. I'm loving everything, you know, starting my business, sourcing shoes. The only thing I don't like is listing and taking pictures of the items, because you know, that's what takes the most time, and you got to be precise when you're listing shoes, and you know, you don't want to mess up, because somebody buys your shoes, you're like, this is a size 10, and then it's actually a size, you know, 11, 10 and a half, then you know, you're screwed. Or you can just message them if they're an understandable buyer. You know, they can be cool and they can cancel. You can cancel the order, but you know, most of the times, you know, you don't want to make that mistake in the first place. So yeah, that's why listing takes so much in my opinion. So that's gonna wrap up this video, you guys. Like I said, this is my first month being a part-time reseller. Right now I'm gonna start school. I'm gonna be a full-time student, so that's gonna take up pretty much most of my time. And then while I'm not doing that, I'm gonna be sourcing shoes and, you know, selling them, doing all that nice stuff. So yeah, if you guys found this video informative or you liked it in any way, shape, or form, make sure to like it for the YouTube algorithm, as well as subscribing. And that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you.